Hey Christy, welcome to the MasterCard Cup. I just want to give you an opportunity here to view your swing at regular speed. We'll let that play on through. We'll put you back in your address position, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at a few things for you. So while we got you back here in your address position, the setup looks good from a posture standpoint. See your spine fairly straight, not a nice tilt. Legs come down into a nicely unlocked position. You may hold your arms out a little too far from you, and then the club works down to the ball. So ideally, maybe just let those arms hang a little closer to you so your hands are a little closer to your thighs, and then let the golf club work out to the ball. So real subtle adjustment in your posture, not so much your posture, but just really how your arms are hanging and how the club is working out to the ball. At that point in time, alignment's not too bad there. We can see that your feet are aiming perhaps just a little bit out to the right. We carry that out towards the intended target. And theoretically, our club face is supposed to be running parallel to our feet. Parallel lines on camera would have an appearance to converge. And with that philosophy in mind, we can see you're sort of set up down the right side of the fairway. At this point in time, let's just do a little split screen comparison between you and Chela Choi. I've got some color code lines up on the screen that we use as a visual reference as it pertains to swing plane. I'm not going to get into much detail here. I just want to talk about a few things with respect to your swing. So as we watch you draw the golf club back, your hands come back, you're turning your shoulders, but you're having a tendency of sort of taking your hands and arms out away from you, okay? So one of the things you want to do immediately out of the gate when you draw a golf club back is you want your hands, arms, and golf club swinging more inside and around. Golf swing is a circular motion, so a circle obviously should be working inside of the ball, not outside of the ball. So we can see here with Chela Choi that when she draws her hands back, that club head works inside of the ball. Okay? So that's what you want to do. The other thing that we see with her is that as she's drawing that golf club to the inside, she's letting her forearms roll open. Okay? What you're doing is you're keeping your forearms very, very closed and very, very rigid. So now all of a sudden we're not able to establish any wrist hinge either. So with Chela here, she's rolling her forearms and then she's creating wrist hinge. Well, what does that mean? Basically, well, we're trying to take the club from currently being in below in front of our hands to getting that club head to be above and behind our hands. And we can see through that entire process that the club remains on the red line here. Okay? So we want to bring the golf club back. We want the hands and club to move inside and around us. We want to let the forearms roll open, and we want to create wrist hinge. But once the forearms roll open, it's a lot easier to create this wrist hinge here. Okay? So with you, we'd like to see that happening. Unfortunately, again, the club's going outside. We're keeping the golf club very stiff with our wrists, and we're not getting any wrist hinge. Very important to get the golf club on this angle right here that we see. So what I'll show you here is that we got the relationship of the forearm and the club. I refer to that sort of as a backwards sort of check mark position. So we're taking the club from here. We're getting the club head above and behind the hands into this check mark position. Because what happens is when we finally get the club to the top of the backswing, we want to return the club back into that check mark. Okay? So we can see here that she's basically returned the club back into that backwards check mark position, which is ultimately what's going to give us power and allow us to hit the ball straight. So with you, you continue to take the club up here. We can see that the club head wants to stay in front of you. The club head is not working in behind your hands. We're not creating wrist hinge. So by the time we get to the top of the backswing, we can see that we're really out of position with the arms and the golf club, and that's not going to allow you the ability to move into the golf ball the way we want. Okay? So as you start your downswing here, I mean, you have good turn, stable right side, maintaining your posture, everything looks good, but we have to change your arm position with the golf club. As you come down now, we can see that the hands drop, but look at the position of where that golf club is. Okay, so that golf club is not returning back into this backwards check mark. And like I said, if we want to have power, we have to have the golf club in this position. Okay, as we come in through the ball from here now, we just want to simply get off our right heel, get up onto the toe of our right foot, and we want to follow through. So that's pretty simple footwork through to the finish. Let's see what you do here on the way through. So pretty good footwork and carrying yourself through to a good finish. Want to finish with your hands a little bit higher there, and that would be ideal. So without it getting into a lot of detail here, just really want to let your arms and hands hang a little bit better at address. but very important to create forearm rotation and hinge, letting the hands, arms, golf club work around you. We have to get the club on the way back here. We got to get this club head above and behind your hands. And once we do that, then we have a better opportunity of bringing the club back into the ball, also with the club above and behind the hands. Okay? So review that a few times, and if you can try and implement that, it's certainly going to do a lot of wonders for your ball striking. And then beyond that, you know, if you want to improve your golf swinging more, obviously you can look into more things. But definitely need to, you know, get that happening on the way back, that forearm rotation and that wrist hinge, before we really look at anything else. Okay? Anyways, I hope you had a great day, and I hope you enjoyed getting an opportunity to see your swing on video. If at any point in time you want to work on any of your aspects of your golf game, I'm located over at Glen Abbey in Oakville, and I'd be happy to structure a little program for you. Okay? Again, I hope you had a great day, and I hope you enjoyed seeing your swing. Take care.